5 years ago, we find professional diver Jonas Taylor, portrayed by Jason Statham, engaged in a daring rescue mission to save a group of stranded divers aboard a sunken submarine. Despite his efforts to bring some of them to safety, including Dr. Heller, played by Robert Taylor, their escape is impeded by a violent attack on the submarine. Faced with imminent peril, Jonas makes the difficult decision to abandon the vessel, disregarding Heller's objections, in order to ensure their survival. Miraculously, they narrowly evade destruction as an unseen force obliterates the submarine before vanishing into the depths. Fast forward to the present day at Mana 1, an underwater research facility off the coast of China. Led by scientists Jack Morris, played by Rainn Wilson, and Dr. Minwei Zhong, portrayed by Winston Chow, and overseen by Zhong's daughter Suyin, played by Li Bingbing, the team includes remote explorer DJ, played by Paige Kennedy, Jax Hurd, portrayed by Ruby Rose, Dr. Heller, Mac, played by Cliff Curtis, Celeste, portrayed by Jessica McNamee, Toshi, played by Marcy Oka, and The Wall, portrayed by Olafur Darriolafsson. Engaged in an experiment near the ocean floor involving a mysterious hydrogen bypass, they utilize a small submarine piloted by Celeste, Tosh, and The Wall to explore the depths. Initially, all goes according to plan, but their expedition is soon disrupted by a swift and massive assailant, leaving them stranded and severed from communication with Mana 1. As they struggle to restore power, the situation worsens when Celeste sustains a severe injury. After much deliberation, the crew agrees to enlist Jonas's help in rescuing their stranded colleagues, acknowledging his expertise in navigating such perilous depths. However, Heller remains skeptical, attributing Jonas's willingness to confront the danger to his alleged descent into madness following the events 5 years prior. Meanwhile, Jonas, now leading a troubled existence, is found frequenting a Thai bar and antagonizing local boat owners. Despite initial reluctance, he ultimately agrees to join the rescue mission after a meeting with Mac and Dr. Zhong, albeit with reservations and a reluctance to accept payment for his services. Meanwhile, as Jonas arrives, Suyin endeavors to descend and rescue the stranded crew herself using a minisub. Jonas swiftly follows suit, pledging to Suyin's young daughter Maying, portrayed by Shuya Sophia Cai, that he will ensure her mother's safe return. Suyin locates the immobilized sub and prepares to tow it to the surface when a colossal squid launches an assault. Just as her sub appears on the verge of damage, the squid is swiftly dispatched by the true assailant, a 75-foot-long prehistoric behemoth known as a Megalodon, the same creature Jonas encountered 5 years earlier, validating his sanity. Briefly diverting the shark's attention with flares, Jonas facilitates Suyin's escape to the surface, successfully rescuing Celeste and The Wall. However, the shark returns for another onslaught, leading to Tosh's heroic sacrifice as he ensures the others escape while entrusting a farewell letter to The Wall. Tragically, Toshi falls victim to the shark's attack while the rest reach safety. Heller later extends his apologies to Jonas for doubting his earlier claims. The ordeal is far from over, as the destruction of the sub creates a temporary heat pocket, enabling the shark to venture into normal ocean waters. While Jonas seeks to depart and the group deliberates their next steps, Maying inadvertently attracts the shark's attention while playing with an RC ball. Though the shark attempts to breach the hull, it fails and departs after claiming the life of a whale. Ultimately, the group resolves to track and poison the shark from a small boat. Initially successful in attaching a tracker to its fin and narrowly evading its jaws, they resort to luring the shark with chum while Suyin administers the poison from a plastic tank. A harrowing confrontation ensues as the shark attempts to devour the cage with Suyin inside. Despite her mask breaking and drowning, Suyin manages to poison the shark with Jonas's timely intervention. They retrieve Suyin and resuscitate her, bringing her back from the brink of death. The crew initially rejoices, capturing images of The Wall alongside the deceased shark, until a prank by DJ causes him to tumble into the water. Jonas, however, observes that the shark's teeth are notably smaller than those of the previous specimen, indicating it is a smaller, younger Megalodon they have slain. Suddenly, the larger shark re-emerges, engulfing The Wall whole and seizing the young Meg's corpse from the boat with its jaws, resulting in the capsizing of the vessel and severe injury to Dr. Zhong. In a desperate bid to save Jax, Heller sacrifices himself by diverting the shark's attention, ultimately meeting his demise. The remaining crew members escape using motorboats, and Morris summons a support helicopter to repel the shark successfully. However, Dr. Jong succumbs to his injuries, imparting tearful last words of pride to his daughter before passing away. Later that night, Morris deceives the crew, falsely claiming they are shutting down Mana 1 and seeking military assistance to eliminate the shark. His plan backfires when the attempted depth charge attack inadvertently attracts regular sharks and ultimately leads to Morris's demise as he becomes prey for the Megalodon. Aware that the shark is heading toward a nearby popular beach in China, the crew devises a plan to divert it using whale noises and then destroy it with the minisubs. Despite initial success in luring the shark away from the beach, the ensuing battle proves challenging as Jonas's torpedo fails to fire. Amidst chaos caused by crashing news helicopters, Jonas confronts the shark head-on, inflicting a mortal wound by slicing its underbelly with the sub and delivering a fatal blow to its eye. Regular sharks converge to finish off the dying Megalodon, ending the threat. With the danger averted, the survivors gather aboard the wedding couple's boat, where Pippin the dog, presumed lost, is found alive. Jonas and Suin, their burgeoning romance hinted at throughout the ordeal, find solace in each other's arms as the celebration ensues, marking the restoration of safety to the oceans.